Hi guys and gals, this is Module 2 and Lesson 2, and the first part of this would be better if we were all in class because there are 5 questions I would give you to work in pods of 2 or 3 students. Distance, I know we have to keep our distance and have our masks on, but still. So let me give you an example of one of those problems, because not only are you solving it, but then you're drawing a model to go along with. So for example, in the first question, let me just click on this. We're looking at how many half miles are in 12 miles. So if we had 12 miles and we're dividing it into half miles, so what that looks, okay, that's the division expression. Now I'm going to write it as a multiplication expression. So then what I'm doing is I'm looking at 12 times, I'm going to flip this 2 over 1, which equals 24. And so it was how many half miles are in 12 miles. 24 half miles is the part of the question that we want to add at the end, our label. So we did we still have make a rough draft of a model to represent that problem. So if I had 12, so let's say here's 2, and then I'm going to divide this up into 12. So there's our 12 miles, right? And then we're going to divide that into half, right? So what I just did is now I have total 24 half miles in my model. Okay. So let's go to the next page and see what we have. As you travel each model, be sure to answer the following questions. So these were the questions that you would all get. And so if I just wrote in the 12 divided by half, and then that was 12 times 2, which equaled 12. What they're saying is that I just have to write that the two equations, whoops, let me go back to my pen. I have to write that the two equations, 12 divided by half, is also equal to 12 times 2. That's all I have to do is make sure that I'm saying that the division and the multiplication sentence are equivalent. Let's do a couple more. So how many quarters 1/4, hours are in 5 hours. So here's my 5 hours divided by 1/4. So then my multiplication is 5 times, flip that second one around. And I could also just write 5 times 4. And then I'm just going to write these two are equivalent. 5 divided by 1/4 equals 5 times 4. Let's do one more. How about we skip down to 5? It says, how many 1/5 are in 5 wholes? So I have 7 divided by 1/5. So that's going to be 7 times 5 over 1. And then I'm going to write 7 divided by 1/5 equals 7 times 5. Got it. Okay. So now I'm looking in my book. We just did the chart. Then I'm going to move to the next example. 2, it says Molly has 9 cups of flour. And if this is 3/4 of the number she needs to make bread, well, how many cups does she need? Oh my gosh. So if we don't know that it says construct the tape diagram by reading it backward. Because what they're saying is here's the total number of cups. But you know what? That's a question mark. We don't know what that equals. But we do know, if I've got that same tape diagram, and I have I'll color in my 1, 2, here's my 3/4, okay, but I still don't know how many cups this whole thing represents. And then they're walking me through how to do this. They say label the shaded region to show that 9 is equal to the 3/4 of the total. So I'm going to draw this again right here, and I'm going to chop up my pieces, and I shaded in, let's see if I went to my green, I shaded in my 1, 2, 3, and they're saying, well, just indicate that that total is 9, but this whole thing we don't know. But here's what I can tell you. I know, I'll go with a darker, oh, that was bad. How do I undo? Let's see if that undoes. Okay, so if I go back to analyzing this to determine, if I know that 9, let's say 3 units, so this 1, 2, and 3 units equals 9. So that means if I divide by 3, then 1 unit equals 3. So this is equal to 3, 6, 9. Got it. But now I know that I have 1, 2, 3, 4 units. So 4 units. So 1 times 3 is 3. So 1 times 4. And then I'm going to go 3 times 4, right? This 3 here. So that's going to be 12. And what is my label? 12 cups of flour. So that's what this total thing is, 12 cups. That's what I want to put in there. So let's go to the next problem and see what we have. A construction company is setting up signs on 2 miles of road. Okay, so I'm thinking about that. If the company places a sign every 1/4 mile, okay, there's 2 miles of road. They place a sign every 1/4 of a mile. So how many signs are they going to use? So I'm going to first do my drawing. This whole thing is representing 2 miles. Okay, so there's 1 and there's 2. But now they're telling me I'm going to divide this up into fourths, and every 1/4 mile there's going to be a sign, right? And they're telling me, so here's 1/4, 1/4, 1/4, 1/4, 1/4, 1/4, 1/4, and 1/4. So that was 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 signs. So we just figured it out with our model, but now I'm going to go 2 divided by 1/4 is the same as 2 times 4/1, which is 8. Okay, but now I'm going to go down and see it's 8. I should put fourths so I can label that. So there are 8 fourths in the 2 miles. So they're going to put in, so they're going to have 8 signs are needed. Okay, George bought 4 submarine sandwiches for a birthday party. If each person will eat 2/3 of a sandwich, how many people? So that's what we're wondering. If we go in and let's say we've got our, let's say those are our 4 sandwiches. Okay, boom, 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 boom. Okay. And then it says we're going to cut this up into 2/3. So I'm going to use a different color. So I'm going to chop up, and then I'm going to go and I'm going to group them into 1, 2/3, 2/3, 2/3, 2/3, 2/3, 2/3. So now I'm going to figure this out mathematically. I had a total of 4, and I divided it by 2/3, which is 4 times 3/2, which is 12 over 2, which is 6. And so 6 people can be fed. Got it. Miranda buys 6 pounds of nuts. If she puts 3/4 pound in each bag, how many bags can she make? So I'm going to do this drawing, and there's the 6 pounds, okay? But then it says that we are chopping this up into fourths, right? So I'm going to use a different color and go, there's one grouping. Okay. Okay, so I have all my fourths. Now I'm going to go in and group them by 3/4. 1, 2, 3, there's one bag. 1, 2, 3, there's another bag. 1, 2, 3, another bag. 1, 2, got another bag. Got another bag. Got another bag. Got another bag. 1, 2, 3. Wow, look at that. Sometimes it doesn't always work out exactly. So if I take 6 and I divide that by 3/4, which is 6 times 4/3, which is 24 over 3, you know what? That equals 8. So 8 bags. She can make 8 bags, and that goes right along with the model that we just made. Wow, I love it when it works out. Okay, let's try this. Margot freezes 8 cups of strawberries, okay? And then this is 2/3 of the total strawberries that she picked. So 8 cups is not the whole. So we don't, again, this is one where we don't know the whole thing, but we do know, so the 2/3, I'm going to chop this up into, thirds. There's 1 and 2/3, right? And so they said that this was the 8 cups. So 3/3 is the whole thing, 2/3 is what we know, 8 cups of strawberries. So that means this is 4 and this is 4. So that means if they're equal, here's another 4. Now I'm going to just figure it out mathematically. I'm going to go with our 8 divided by 2/3, which is 8 times 3/2, which is 24 over 2, which is 12. Well, you know what? I think that makes sense because let's go with 2 units. This is 1 and 2 unit. 2 units equals 8 cups. So 1 unit, so divide that by 2 is 4 cups. So we've got a single unit. So now I'm going to go, so what are 3 units? And so therefore, 1 times 3, 4 times 3 is 12 units. So I'm sort of, I don't know if you've noticed, I'm doing this problem twice. One, I do the model and sketch it out, think it out. Then I do the mathematics behind it, just to double check. Okay, Regina's chopping up wood. She's chopped 10 logs so far. That's a lot of work. If the 10 logs represent 5/8 of the logs that need to be chopped, how many logs need to be chopped in all? So this is telling me, this is similar to what we just did, meaning she chopped 10, but that's only 5/8. There's still more. So we don't know the grand total, but I'm going to go, here's half. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Those aren't equal. But anyway, so there's 8/8, right? I've got 8/8 is the whole thing. But we're saying, let me go in and highlight 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Oh, wait, I didn't want to do that one. Let me take that one back. I only wanted to do 5/8. Okay, so the 5/8, this represents, would they say 10 logs? So it's 10 divided by 5/8, which is 10 times 8/5. And that equals, if I've got 80 over 5, how many 5s are in 8? 1. And 3 left over, and then 5 times 6 is 30. So that means each one of these is equal to, wait, but that doesn't make sense, does it? If I said each one of those is equal to 16, I think I have a problem if I said that. So I think what I needed to say, let's see, if this is 5/8, and then let me erase that one because I think I got a problem. 16 is my total. So what is 16 divided by 1, 2, 3, 4, 5? That's what I think I have to do when I'm looking at that. Because 1 unit, do I know what 1 unit is? No, not yet. So 5 units equals 10. So 1 unit, I just divided by 5, divide by 5 is 2. So that just told me what each one of those is equal to. And so 10 logs is this section, and then 2 logs is each of those blocks. So then what if I'm going to the 8/8? So 8 units, 1 times 8, 2 times 8, 2 times 8. Then I get 16. That's where that number comes from. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16. Okay, so that checks off with what I have drawn. So 16 is the total logs that need to be chopped. I got a little confused in there. Okay, so I think we're done. Then we're ready for the problem set, and then you're also ready for the exit ticket. Don't forget the homework helper.